They're gorgeous people, and I'm so proud and so honoured to be looking after them.
Life is for living. Love is forgiving and forgiving, forgiving and forgiving. Such a sweet life we have.
I've always wanted to do it, and that goes back to those the years that I work in the institutions. They were really cruel, really horrible places to exist. So that's how it began, really. Recognised the need and found the answer, and I think we have found the answer. The lifestyle way is definitely a different approach, eh?
And everybody else too. Yes they do, yes they do, yes they do, yes they do, yeah.
I was incredibly influenced by my grandmother, who was a self-sufficient person on a quarter-acre section in Rotorua. And then I think I was incredibly inspired by the hippie movement. You know, that self-sufficiency, that organic, that looking after yourself, self-sufficiency, community within a community. The main thrust of it came from Maria Montessori, Rudolf Steiner, and Jean Vanier. Jean Vanier was a Frenchman, and he would take over a village, and you'd have a candlestick maker that had a person with special needs working the rest of their life with them and living with them. So you collate all that together, out came the lifestyle approach.
I'm blind. We're all blind. We've got one eye between us.
I think Murray got sick and tired of hearing the fact that I was wanting to do this. Plus, I did become incredibly homesick. Sydney was getting too fast for me. And I was kind of lucky. Murray decided to give up his career and took me home. My first client, Paul Rolton, when I arrived in Thames, he was in the roundabout doing his Michael Jackson. He was a trolleyologist down at Pack and Save. And he used to do breakdancing with these white gloves on. And I drove past him and I said to Murray, we'll be looking after him one day. And sure enough, he was our first client. They signed him off, and the next thing I had a contractual agreement, the next thing it just took off. And that was 20 years ago, one client.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Welcome to Roll Call.
Welcome to Roll Call.
Do we have any visitors?
We had any visitors?
Party on! I had a good weekend.
Morning, Wayne.
We got up and had a shower this morning. Mate. Oh, you take a butt. Show everyone how clean your hands are.
And your team.
Bloody.
Whoa!
Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm going to give this trophy to Alec Guan. This is the best hard work in the kitchen.
Michelle, tonight, fight night. Oh,
One really quick last one from Carl. Give me the last one.
On Friday, I love Friday, and Bella, and Fraser, and Alra.
There's a bit of a workshop on for staff. Everyone else enjoy the week. Try and keep out of trouble. Do it the lifestyle way.
The model that emerged in the 80s and 90s was that 5 or 6 people should live together and they will be happy ever after and they will be grateful. Murray and Pete's vision has been, well, why should they be grateful? Life's dealt them a shitty menu. So let's see what we can do to help this person survive and progress and do well.
There's so many lessons in life. I think that's another reason why the title comes through again, The Lifestyler. What's it doing? It's getting educated by life.
What we'll do is we'll start over at the deli because that's where our ham's going to be. Okay, so you've got shaved ham on our list?
yeah. The one, the bacon one.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
You too. Time.
Mince.
You want some of that?
Yeah, sure. It's pork, sirloin steak.
I like pork.
Do you?
Yeah.
It is very nice.
That.
No, that's apple and cranberry, and that is plum and chili.
I like chili. Yummy. I want two.
Yeah, go on.
There you go, last one, James.
Are there any
Sorry.
I hope you like it.
Come on, take them home. Yeah, I like that.
I'm glad you liked it.
It's 100% fruit, it's gluten-free, and see this, it gives you recipe ideas on how to use it.
Recipe.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can have one if you like.
Here. Very nice.
It is nice, yeah. Put it on your ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Whoa, 50, good. 54.
I bet on the horse in Melbourne. He paid $185 for the win, and I had $6 each way on him. And I walked off the course with the biggest amount of money I've ever had in my life. And I went back to Mum's and I went like that, and I took the money in front of her, and she went tung and took the light out of my hand. And that was the last I seen of that.
Music, girls, Westlife, Creed, Korn, all sorts. Heavy metal, Vivaldi, yeah, dead, mate, dead. Dead.
Gold digger, gold digger. You know what the gold digger is?
Just go.
Rather thought, eh? There's got alcohol in the shop. It's not gold.
But let's not show them the nasty side of life. Let's just show them the beautiful side of life. And then they move forward on that.
Come on, buddy, it's walking more in my heart. Boy, you want to shake it in my heart. Come along, it's walking more in my heart. You can walk, you can move. Boy, you walk more in my heart. Feeling groovy, you can rock, you can roll, thunder in my heart to come right in like a riding through.
I guess our philosophy is built on a hell of a lot of respect and self-worth. One of my wonderful sayings that I really try and bring home all the time is give them the time of day and make them feel worthy of while. And if you do that to any human being, you've got them instantly.
Oh my God, it's you again, Jonathan. Okay, let me have it.
I was wondering if we do it like we do a raffle on the, a sausage sizzle on the main street.
Yeah. I worry about the hygiene.
Do you?
Yeah.
If everybody wears gloves, then
Yeah, no, that works. Good idea.
That's much better.
We've got lots of sausages.
So why can't we do it?
Oh, I don't know, you tell me.
If you want to help me, put the input in.
Yeah.
I'll be happy for you.
Good on you, John.
In the early days, the trust wasn't very financial. Peter used to pay me in groceries. He'd give me a voucher to go to Binnin and buy my groceries, and that was my wages for the week. It was classic. But I just really loved Peter's his passion for what he was doing, because obviously he'd spent so much time in the industry and he'd seen, or what he believed to be not the way to do it. He had this passion for actually developing something that was really going to work for our lifestylers and create a good life for them.
He won't tolerate his staff not getting that thing about people being treated as completely valuable individuals.
Good morning. Good morning. Are we going to get up?
Yeah.
Hey? Do you want some breakfast?
Yeah.
Do you want some Eva? Come on, up we get. Come on, what? Yeah. Van's not there. What am I waiting for? It's my morning screed. Right. We're gonna shower?
Yeah.
What about breakfast?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Warren?
Artie and Matt have actually requested that we introduce a training package that's run by the lifestylers. So they'll have an induction program which will be run by Jeff, who's our training person, and then Artie and Matt have asked for a day, maybe half a day. They can run them through some exercises on what it would be like to be a lifestyler, you know, what some of the challenges are, try to get them to experience disability. We're honing that a little bit. Artie would like to tie people up and put them in wheelchairs and blindfold them in.
I'm beginning to wonder if you're disabled, not us.
You wouldn't have to wonder that for very long. I thought that was pretty obvious. Now, if I knew we were going to be on TV, I would have given it a wash.
It doesn't matter.
We are. Okay.
Have fun, dudes.
Okay, we will.
Your belly got it for you.
Alright.
Two.
Yeah.
Two, haven't you? I'll bring some bait up for you.
No, not yet.
Another fish over there.
You might have to put a whole new rig on yours, eh?
Oh, I can see. Look, I can see heaps.
Oh, yeah, look at them.
Look.
Hundreds. There's a...
Oh,
heaps
Got
of-
one!
Dude! Top man, high five, bro.
Why do you take this bloody thing out of the fish's mouth?
Ray's really good at helping too. Like, he can cast and get them out for the guys. He's real good at it, eh, Ray? You are at surf casting, don't you?
Yeah.
You help me, don't you? True.
Yeah.
Bit of a bad 4 days, mate. What's going on, dude? So I got told that you were yelling and screaming and kicking the walls and cutting trees down. Where's your saw at the moment? Locked away? I don't know if we can have jigsaws and saws anymore, mate. You're going to have Mr. Rutherford, Pete, come down and see you soon. You reckon he's going to be happy? No. I think, you know what I think he's going to say? No more sticks. At all. No more jigsaws. Nothing until you can behave yourself.
And that's the reality of life. That's that honesty and reality. If you guys can't tell me what you're up to, don't do it. Yeah. I won't say no, but I might try and talk you out of it. Or tell you about the natural consequences. And that's an interesting one that's come in the last 5 to 6 years, is natural consequences. You shoplift, you'll get busted. You know? You smoke dope, you'll get busted. You drink, natural consequences. It's going to happen. You offend your neighbour, they're going to complain. And I kind of like it. In the old days, I used to protect them from the law. I used to protect them from the reality of life. But you know, now it's natural consequences. That's my latest one too. You get nothing when you're naughty. Don't break the law.
Number one. Yeah. Have a shower every day.
Oh, don't hurt anyone with your fist in your mouth.
Don't hurt anyone with your fist or your mouth, that's right.
Tell us where you are at all times.
Yep. And
have a shower every day. And don't go into another person's bedroom unless you've been invited.
So we've got that confused nicely for you, but there's 5. Yeah.
But when I was single parenting, work was a rest. I'd go home to stress. School holidays were, for 10 years, were just absolutely diabolical for me. When he was about 16, I couldn't cope with him no more. I'd been through burnout twice. I remember sitting down in front of my computer with a big glass of red wine and just typing my mind thoughts. I stayed there for 2 hours, just whatever came, and I just followed different threads and that. And after 2 hours, I concluded that you know, I've done the best job I could have done, but I have to hand the baton on.
We already knew Murray and Pete when they just had the one little cottage, really. So when it was put to Ralph as to whether he'd like to go and live at the trust, yes he would, he couldn't get away from it quick enough. And he was 37 at that stage, so he'd always been at home.
900 education, and that's basically to teach these people to think, to teach them some morals, to teach them some values, to teach them how to communicate, to teach them some creativity, whether it be art, pottery, music, just somewhere to go and somewhere to grow.
The trust is advertised in the Hauraki Herald. Yeah, looking for another support worker.
Who's worker?
Yeah. Support worker.
Where's up in here?
You're all right.
John, I haven't done anyone. Sorry, on the side. I got that down. How could you cross? What's his name? Lisa and license.
Driver's license.
Driver's license. James Walker. I work together. C. What's that mean? CV.
Yeah, a CV is like your work history.
Okay. IMES. Terms. Dot. 3. 5. 0. 0.
That's mine. That's one. 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 And that's one.
I don't know, is he wrong gifted or I just learned it myself or something. But I know I've got this thing about rhythm, and I went to do a line dance yesterday, and when the music was right, I could do it. If the music's not if it's not the song I like or the music, then I won't get up and dance.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's do it.
And let's keep going.
Guys, everyone ready to cross the road?
Breaking
Yeah. Okay, hang on. That was a good time.
Do you all hold hands?
Another Dave. Another Star.
Hey, Paul.
Where are you going? The farm, darling.
Yeah. When we first get to the farm in the morning, we'll have a cup of tea and sort of like a bit of a huddle, and people can work out what they want to do for the day. So they'll put their hands up, yes, I'm going to do the pig pens, or I'm going to do the hard stand. I want to work with the chooks. Works good, works good. And that's the idea, is to have a big selection of chores to do. What should we call it?
You're fruity.
No, don't call it fluty. One's enough. We can occupy up to 20 people a day, and you'd think that it gets pretty busy, but it doesn't, because you've got pockets of people all over the place working on different projects.
Here we go, Pete.
Nearly on top.
Nearly.
Once we're over the top of the rise.
You're nearly.
Go down.
Hey,
Yep.
Jeff.
It's okay.
Jeff.
You're all right.
If you sit down now, you'll be fine.
Are you going to sit down?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, you're doing well. No, I think it might actually.
Different.
Yeah, we don't want to sprain anything.
You're nearly there.
Oh, Bertie.
Think of it.
Hey, look, listen, that is so much better than last time.
Yeah.
And I'm coming out again next month, and we'll just do it again, and we'll do a little bit each time.
Do you like being with horses or people?
Cool. Papa too.
Who do you get on best with?
Oh.
Other than me.
We've got 3 people now who are on minimum wage out here. So, and they've been fantastic, the likes of Trevor, who's got his licence, so he does all his tractor work for me. And he's driving the van, so he picks up the food from Pyro. Works really well.
So they've got 44 eggs, because these lovely chooks here lay these eggs every day, and we collect them up. Hey, sweetheart. It's all right, Keel. It's all right. See, she's quite happy with my arms and quite content. Before she was making noise, I had her coming down. Hey.
Yeah, so the idea is that what we grow ends up in the calf for the lifestylers, and the calf supplements what they have to buy.
There's a sewer bait.
Turkeys, ducks, chickens, eggs, pork, and anything from the garden. And there's a real push towards healthy eating, healthy living. So encouraging the lifestylers to spend as much time with us in the gardens and growing the things that we know they like to eat.
Whenever I come here, it's one of my greatest joys to go out to the farm. It's like going to the supermarket and going, oh look, cabbage, okay, we'll do minestrone. Oh look, there's cauliflower, we can have cauliflower soup. And I like that holistic philosophy of the lifestylers go out and they tend the fields, and then they pick the things and they bring them back in and they eat them and they become nourished, and they sleep and they go out and they do the whole thing again.
I love you, Barry.
The cafe is the hub of the trust, and it's an absolute delight. Everyone would adore to work there. When it comes to the cafe and the farm, I would love to have a bit of a kibbutz mentality where you actually have to work in the cafe one night a week to wait upon others, and you have to be polite.
There's more coming, Kev. There's more coming.
That idea that people socialise over food, you know, and they share over food and they get over their differences over food, which is a multicultural idea, is the one that Pete really wanted to see come to life in the cafe, and it definitely has.
I like cafe. The cafe is Ali, Susan, Margaret, Susan, Ali, and Margaret, and Kaya. Kaya working tonight.
Oh, man.
It's international. It's a melting pot out there. French beans, I showed over to Avignon this morning for them.
Lovely.
You're the chef de play.
Yep.
Madam,
Cheeky.
your decision is coming on the way soon to you, Jono.
Cool. Thank you.
You have to finish the dinner.
I love to go to New York. Never been there, eh? Love to go to New York. Never sleeps, eh? The place.
Taking the roof of the shed and all, I'm in. Duck down, hurry. It's not easy, I'll tell you, it's not easy.
And 8. Woo! Those shoulders squeezing. I hope so.
Yep. 10.
Bentley, good job. High five, man.
How'd you go? Jesus! 8.
Yep, 2 left. You can do this, Jono. You're on fire, big fella.
9.
1 left.
10.
Your legs are going to be sore tonight. They're going to be burning.
Oh, did you hear that go
I did. So that's better. Oh, cheapers. I'm glad I'm holding this.
I don't want you to fall over.
Oh.
I'm sweating like a roast pig today.
Our lifestylers that are involved in Special Olympics, we're almost 2/3 of the way of them running their own Special Olympics committees. We've got a chairman, a treasurer, a secretary, a manager and a coach, and they've all got responsibilities. It was the Special Olympics opening on World AIDS Day, and he had a massive coronary. One of the most gorgeous things was everyone knew that we were gay, and they were all getting on the bus to go to Auckland to get on the plane, and I went up and said, "I'll see you later, Murray." And Matt said, "For Christ's sake, give him a cuddle." So I gave him a big cuddle, and everyone crapped and screamed and yelled, and that was the last I saw of him.
Lindsay. He was like a dad to me, a younger dad. He was only 47 when he died. Pete's partner.
We always loved Pete and Murray.
Make you feel like $1 million in in seconds of just seeing you, eh? And that's anyone he saw or come across. He was just a man that made sure he made you feel worthy.
He was a guy who really
would just go, it can be done, it'll be done, it'll get done, and he'd just do it, and he'd kind of weave his way around all the obstacles and get what he needed to happen to happen.
Murray got a lot of funding for the trust. He took us on overseas trips, looked after the trust really well.
Pete's creative and got all the ideas, and Murray knew how to channel it, and he had a lot of support from his family here.
Lots of crying.
Didn't collect or anything, he just went what he said on my knee and gone.
They had an absolute love that is just not ever gone away, even though Murray has died, you know, and that's really a special thing.
The trust could have gone under. Could have. We could have lost the trust with Murray, such a significant person, because we nearly lost the CEO at the same time.
Pete's hasn't been himself since then. Pete's looking, I don't know if it's true, but I think he needs someone in his life apart from the dog.
He was good guy, he was a good man.
Unbelievable. He woke up to make my day better.
He and Murray were not only passionate about each other and had huge confidence in each other, who operated in tandem beautifully. They were idealists and they were can-do people. I think now the test of the pudding has been in the eating, and we have a whole lot of people out there who are part of our communities and who take their place and who are leaders of people in the same way that so many other people do all of those things.
Ready to go, Henry and Paul, take them out?
Yeah.
You reckon you want to measure it?
I do feel safe here. I do, and I did a lot of help. Where would, like, if I wanted to leave, where would I be? Nowhere, eh? I've always wanted to be a singer. That's what I would like to be. That's my wish. Excuse me. We'll put you outside and you can sing outside.
Everybody talks about the guy in the purple hat.
Yes, I know.
Just tell them the guy in the purple hat with the best legs in the country.
You want to get the hat on the
I had a dream about it this morning. I said, I'd just go, yippee, I could walk, oh, well done. Oh, well, I'll be happy if I could walk normal like everybody else.
I've still got to do a song about my stepbrother's wife, which is really frustrating because I know a bit about his wife, but I don't know much, and I'm trying to figure out. I've got to be careful what words I use as well, like cutie and words like that might not be very feasible to use in those sort of contexts.
You do? You're feeling it. Yeah.
Sort of got to be in the line with my brother because, you know, he might get a bit jealous.
Meow, 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 meow. It's meow, give me some food. I need to get going. The cat says meow, meow, meow.
I've got a cat called Matoki. She's my little cat. And her name's Matoki Sinclair.
That cat, she loves that cat, oh yeah. She loves that cat, she loves that cat. She loves that cat, oh yeah. Here's
something funny for you. You're probably going to laugh. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. Cat from zoo, he joined the police. The cat from Spain drove an aeroplane. What do you think about that? You love the cat.
I go to Mike, my second-hand dealer in town, and spend time with him because he's a good mate of mine. Known him for 11 years. Him and I do electronics together. When he gets the old piece of equipment he doesn't like, he gives it to me. I dismantle it or I try and repair it. I find it therapeutic when I can't get anything electronic to work. I read the Bible.
And what do you get from it?
Knowledge, understanding. I'll move that out of the way. That's wet. So I'll move. It's a rag. That's on my old t-shirt. I'll put that over there. Whoops, I might trip over. I'll push over there.
There was a global movement of people like Wolfensberger and Nerge and these people who were saying, if you treat people as normally as possible, then they are likely to behave and to function and to enjoy life as normally as possible. Not a complicated message.
Making it easy, making it choosy, before it becomes a just memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza?
Yeah, probably. You know me.
You see, when you institutionalise people and when you segregate people, when you keep groups of people apart, what you do is that you ensure that mainstream is ignorant.
How many pizzas have you had? I've had 2.
The ignorance becomes the basis for the rationalisation of continuing something which is not consistent with human rights or fair play or dignity or respect or any of those sorts of things.
Let's for all the gamblers out there. Nowhere to follow. Nowhere to walk away. Nowhere right here and joy. We just ain't at the table. You got time enough together. Where we are. Ow, yeah!
Okay, next up we got Kim.
I found a song for my car. It's Born to the Wild. Get your motor running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure.
And so there's now a new generation of people coming into services with quite different needs, and so the service has to be flexible enough to address those needs. And this is what this trust has achieved, is this person centricity.
Wasp eat the bloody caterpillars and it's not very funny because I don't like wasp doing this to caterpillars because I have very beautiful spirit nature. And just can't kill all the butterflies, I need to run free. Better look after this little fella. I'm gonna give it a good home.
I'll be paralyzed.
Do you like to draw, Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
I like that.
I've got the set there at our markets. And you take them for seconds. Nice one now.
Made my flatmate hungry, Kirsty.
Yeah, and so tell me what you had for dinner, Mario.
Pork casserole.
And who made that?
I got it from the cafe. And Lisa's having rice tuna, eh, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with the rest of your time?
I'm gonna have a bit of a sleep in,
We're gonna have a sleep in and then
a late breakfast.
have a late breakfast and then go out with our friends.
I have late breakfast. And you know what time it will be? Have a guess.
9?
9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Yep. Yep. Have a late breakfast.
Alex, a gap.
No.
No, go ahead, mate. What are you on me?
Want a test on you? Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I want a test on it.
We don't both.
Melon chef, 207.
You can do something, Warren Murphy, you know Warren Murphy's little tooth?
Jesus, back.
Yes.
Of course.
It's kind of lucky that I was involved in the deinstitutionalisation because I recognised the potential a lot of people had to live a basic human life. But the sad thing is the long-term effects of deinstitutionalising someone is just taking so much time to bring them back to humanity. Everyone deserves a good shot at life.
I like your legs. Yes, it's pretty. Are you gonna dance tonight? What colour? Animo. Favourite colour is blue. Your favourite colour? Will we get a blue one? Purple. White one. You want a white one? Yeah. That one? Okay.
Once again, for those who've just joined us, welcome to the Busan. And we believe you'll all enjoy your night here with us.
Ralph started this trip, eh, Ralph? We had your lifestyle plan meeting, what? Beginning of last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
We had Mum and your sister there. Ralph wrote down on a piece of paper that he wanted to go to Fiji. So from there, we started looking at putting it together, Ralph? It'd be 18 months Ralph's been saving. And he nearly got there. Then Debbie and Mum said, we'll put some money in so it can happen.
Oh, no, too much. No. We don't want you looking like a clown. Want to look nice. Abrafina. Here. Just hold on.
He's always loved dressing up. Ever since he was a little kid, I remember him dressing up, wrapping sheets and bedspreads and stuff around him and twirling away. And ABBA, ABBA was just his absolute idols.
Oh, look at the sky tower, everyone. Auckland. Yep.
Yeah, my first one. Yeah, no, man.
Give it to me,
The stars are bright, Fernando. In the air like this. Oh no, our feelings between.
You want to go dancing?
And me. Never we got to make it with a chance. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, always 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, hear the dancing queen. Your teeth and turn you running and you're gone. Looking out for another. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much.
She's cute. The brown one. The brown one was found here. What? Oh, come on, eyes on her. Squeeze up and say hello. Come on.
I love you guys.
Whoa!
Thank you.
I'm single.
Dave.
Single.
She's not.
That's what I'm taking.
For names?
Ewan.
Yeah.
Frida. Garrett.
Yeah.
The brown one's taken.
Who's taken?
The brown one. Brown here, taken.
What's your favourite things?
Two more drums.
And why do you have so many watches?
Because I look after them.
Yes,
tis a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
At Sky City, me and Jonda went the wrong stairs and we got...
That was before.
We got locked in. Oh my goodness, never been
I took
so
the wrong stairs because I hadn't been down there for so long.
We both did.
I lost my bearings.
It was so nice there though.
Yeah. Where'd you get locked? We went, Derek parked in the car park and I normally come off on the roadway. Yeah, that's how that happened.
And we went to the emergency door, but we couldn't get out from outside.
Yeah.
We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4.
Through sports, whether it be golf, tennis, swimming, riding a bike, you're learning to better yourself.
We have to wait for 7 races. Plenty of time to have a nice drink.
I believe everyone should strive to be better. Even if you're not getting there, it's something to do. You know, to eat properly, to sleep properly, to keep yourself clean.
Kena katoa, kena katoi. Haira! Hai! Jamalo! Yo Pacquiao, my God! Oh manai! Oh mana! Jamalo! Tira wakewe, oh mama kena tona kato. Karaoke! Yamaketo-ki! Ya kamate koleko! Ya kamate koleko! Turn up the body! Ah, chicken up the top of the pictitera! Hauraki! 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 Chicken up pictitera!
I love your eyes. I love the way you look at me. I love your body. I love the way you feel. I run like you.
We often have quite robust discussions outside and with family members about sexual relationships. You know, a lot of people want their family members to live in the trust and have a good life, but they're really not comfortable with the idea of relationships or sex. Sex is a complication and relationships are complications, and we have had countless relationship breakups and get together and you know, there are those moments.
Did you mean a lot to me, you know that?
Yeah. We will certainly make sure that no one falls over completely and has absolute catastrophes in their life. But we can't spare feelings. We can't spare a broken heart.
Did you want to tell me something?
Yeah. I was wondering, how do you think about living with me full time?
Okay, you're wrong.
Or should I actually help me out with bills and stuff?
Yep.
Cool.
You behave.
Mark,
or you be sleeping with Wayne Richardson.
So he's not. He's sort of showing you affection in a really strange way. You guys are in a relationship, eh? Where do you plan to go with it?
Eventually getting married, having kids.
God, I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to have kids when I'm 40 next year.
Kim, what about you? You really want to have children?
Hello, Wayne.
If you don't, one of us will go through the snip.
Yeah? What are you trying to say to him, mate?
Right.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to have kids...
What do you mean snip? It's over.
No, not that.
No. It's called making oneself sterile, so you can't have children.
Oh,
so having your tubes tied.
You shouldn't be talking about it. Yeah, I think that's the same thing.
Let's have a think about it.
I've gone out with most of the girls in the trust, so, but none of them worked out. So.
Tata oi mày. Tata come out more.
Right now, The challenge is people actually living worthwhile lives, not just living in a pretty house, you know, having people come round and a semblance of a normal life. But the next challenge is actually, which is the sexual relationships, which is freedom of choice.
The fact that there are policies on sexuality in the disability sector is more of an indictment than a great thing, because to me what that says is that no disability agency expects someone to walk through the door that has any kind of sexual expression. So it's like the person exists and will talk about sexuality, which is not how it is for the rest of us.
I took a prospective employee on site. It was Artie. I think what he said was, how do you feel about people with intellectual disabilities having relationships? And it just completely put this person on the spot. They'd obviously never thought about it, and they were actually not that comfortable with the idea. And it was just blatant. I mean, they weren't horrible, they just didn't know what to say. And really, that question just kind of wiped their application. Because, you know, you don't have to agree with it yourself, but you have to be able to support people to do what they choose to do.
She really loves me the most, and she said, you're kind, caring, beautiful, lovely. And I said, oh, wow, you're just so sweet. And I just thought, I might as well just go out with a nice looking girl and that's going to treat me right. And yeah.
When I went through the policy and practice guidelines around sexuality with the Trust, people actually got really impassioned by it, because it's such an emotive topic. So lots of people were erring on the side of caution, others were just completely, you know, at the other end. And so trying to get some kind of consensus about how do you teach people consent was really fraught.
It's a part of growing up, it's a part of getting aware of oneself. It's part of understanding other people's needs. It's understanding your own needs. It's a part of being caring and kind.
You always been there for me, haven't you?
Yep.
That's why I love you so much. Hey.
Sounds alright?
Yeah.
Good as gold. Hands better?
I love seeing what's happening.
I love you, baby.
One of the things I want to make a clear statement, and Leah Ryan and I argue with this on all the time, is the Trust is a bachelor pad. It is not a maternity wing.
I think the Trust is really brave because they've kind of attacked this topic from every angle. The sad thing is I don't think much has changed for people still.
Yeah, Pete needs more girls in the Trust.
I love you. Love you.
The Trust continues to go on. What they have done is encapsulate this notion of lifestylers. So we're not staff and clients together, we're lifestylers. And we have the same code of practice, wherever you are. So Pete is expected to conform to the code of practice, as is the newest kid on the block. And that's about dignity and respect and equality and equity and all of that sort of stuff, all those sorts of words. And I think they get translated into something that Thames can be proud of. And I think that this is another case in point that you know, you can't imagine an organisation in Thames that has 60 dependent people and it just all fits. It just all fits. It's all just part of the place and it's great. It's great. It's ordinary.
I personally love and adore the relationship I have with Thames. It's a very comfortable environment to be living in, to know your neighbours and to be comfortable within a community. I hear my lifestylists referring to it as my home. I hear their parents saying to them, oh, they refer to going home to Thames. They are growing up and becoming more stable and sensible.
You're a fast walker?
Yeah, and I'm good looking.
And you've got to have some exercise. Come on.
I've got to get some exercise in this place.
Yeah.
That's what it is, I'm great. You enjoying the parade? Get it, duck. Sure.
I think in the last 20 years, the Thames community have learned to accept the lifestyler because of the way the lifestylers have developed, and they've seen the trust grow and turn these people into comfortable people living within a community. I met a nun who visited New Zealand, and I'd bumped into her in a conference, and she came to visit the trust, and she came up with a statement saying that we've seen the answer to what some people refer to as a problem. What are we talking about? Confidence, self-awareness, self-esteem. Yeah, and that's the ability to stand up who I am and what I am and be comfortable with myself. They're beautiful people. They really are. And I'm not religious, but I think God put them on this planet to teach us love. They don't have many other skills. And that's all there is. If you don't have love in your life, then your life's not worth living.